in this video is a terrible dancer. It's just they're like, but the camera keeps like cutting to these people like, look, they're having a good time. And they have frowny faces, and they're not having a good time, except for the person who's just like, I'm putting my all into this. This is my big break. I'm in a music video. There's like the two girls like that, and somewhere in the middle of this thing, and they're great because everyone else around them looks like they would rather die.
It's also the strange pair of black guys doing really bad breakdancing.
No, I was going. Yes, that is. Oh, thank God. Yes, I saw them. Like, it feels like they're just counting off a routine.
They totally were.
Like,
They
are counting up.
They are counting the time to do the moves in their shitty little dance routine that they brought to the club.
Like, okay. Yep. Okay. Yeah. Just everyone in here, but like the camera keeps panning in on the black people because where's this band from?
They are from England.
Okay. They're like, the black people are cool. Zoom in on the black people more. They're hip. And these are not hip.
No, they are not. I mean, like sweatshirt, flat top. I mean, it's the 80s, yeah. In this video, it's the 80s, but still,
it is the 80s.
Still.
It is clearly the 80s, but these people are not with the 80s. These look like people, they're cooler. These look like people that the nerds in John Hughes films would pick on for being losers.
Pretty much.
These look like the people not pretty enough to be background people in John Hughes movies.
These are the guys who are too dorky to be the nerds in Revenge of the Nerds.
And they all have terrible hair. Everyone has terrible hair, and everyone has terrible clothes, and they're all miserable. But by the way, I don't know if you like noticed it, but what was with there's like a part in this music video, there's like 2-3 different times in the music video where they would follow around some random people to the bathroom, and then they would put some sort of eye drop in their eyes that said absolute on them. Do they have like really dry eyes? Is Ben Stein gonna come in? What's going on
in my head, they were actually putting vodka in their eyes to try and forget that they're in this video.
They're just taking drugs, like, through their eyes. Got it. Cool. Whatever. I might be a thing. I'm not cool and hip with the drugs. But it looks like they're all taking drugs to make them dance awfully. That is what's happening.
It's like it's a really crappy, really white, really 80s rave.
Oh my god, like, these are the most awful, unhip, whitest black people I've seen in my life.
You know, I'm just realizing this. Maybe this is why this guy has stage fright. Because people like you and me...
We're probably not helping. Well, maybe he shouldn't be a complete dork then, and just be honest.
Say, I'm being honest.
Because it's like that 80s trying too hard music video. It's like, you know, like Patton Oswalt talks about how there's like the literal 80s music video where they'll do like the literal interpretation of whatever the lyrics are. Like it's some sort of weird ASL music video. But this goes the opposite direction of 80s videos that I super love, which is just nonsense, semi-deep imagery that's trying way too hard. Like there's a rose that is encased in coal, in like what's that called? It's the stuff that he dips things in and pull it out and it's frozen.
Nitrogen?
Yeah, it's just like a nitrogen dipped rose that keeps getting shattered, and there's some like Midsummer's Night Dream motif going on.
For no particular reason.
No particular reason, none at all.
It's just we wanted to do Midsummer Night's Dream, so we did.
That's our band's theme, apparently, or something. I don't know. but there's windbreakers involved too. I don't
Really confusing and weird. It's kind of the
like. I realize that like Shakespeare purposely did not have plays to his like stage directions and stuff really that much, but I'm pretty sure windbreakers was never part of his vision.
actually, Sony, if you look at Romeo and Juliet, they were originally cast in nothing but windbreakers.
If this whole video is just sad, sweaty people dancing to this song that's not made to be danced to.
It's very much not. To any extent.
The song itself is actually pretty okay.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
Like, it's
just everything
it's
around this song.
It's not bad, it's not good, but here's this weird, effeminate man in a windbreaker singing in his soft lady voice, while people who can't dance are trying really hard, and there's like fog, and I'm like, it's like some weird Shadowrun, just dork rave, or people are taking drugs to make them dance bad because that's what the scene's into apparently. I don't know. It is awful. I was like making a cyberpunk fiction narrative about this world presented to me in this music video. Yeah, I was just like, what does the rose mean? I mean, it's been a while since I've read Midsummer's Night's Dream. Maybe it has something to do with that. I don't know.
No.
It has nothing to do with the lyrics.
Just, it's there. There's a rose, it breaks, and
it shatters like 3 times.
It does. Like, about once a minute throughout the entire video.
When the music video is about like 3 minutes and 47 seconds.
So right about once a minute, that rose breaks.
Yeah. Yeah, the music video kind of starts with it breaking. It's just... It's
really not very good.
No.
At all. Song is fine. Video is terrible.
But it keeps doing like crowd pans. And they're like trying really hard to sell this guy as just, look at him, he's so cool, he's got all these cool people around him. Like as the music video progresses, like more and more dancers slowly get closer and closer and edge to him, but these are like ugly, not cool dancers who can't dance well. So it just makes him look even dorkier. This music video is great, is what I'm saying. You all should watch it.
You should. It's great for all the wrong reasons.
I actually want to say, you know what? One of the suggested videos that. Oh, another thing. I completely forgot. Okay, before I get to that, they also have this weird like skeleton imagery thing going on, where they keep like zooming in on graffiti of skeletons and skulls. And I don't know why.
Well, you see, Sony.
I'm just like, I'm closer to death every time I watch this, I guess. I don't know. There is literally some guy doing the thing where he has his fingers laced together in his arms, and he's doing like the wave back and forth with it.
Yep.
There is literally somebody doing that in this video. And just people who are just sitting and rocking back and forth and clapping.
Well, you see, Sony, the reason there are skeletons is because this band is a punk band, apparently.
No, they're not. No, they're not.
Apparently.
Lies. That is a lie and blasphemy to all things punk.
I completely agree, but the
punk does not have this much synth. Does not have this easy listening bass line to it. I am sorry.
But Sahoni, it's super punk.
No.
Oh, it's time for me to do this. You guys get to listen to me click the a publish button on a video that I have to release today. So, there you go. You guys now, days in the past, can now watch Deus Ex Part 21. Enjoy that.
Enjoy that.
I hope that you did. I'm having a lot of fun with that game.
You know what one of the suggested videos for this was after I watched this? The scene from Clerks 2 where one of the characters tries to take back a racist slur that he doesn't think is racist.
Oh, that scene, yes.
Yeah. I'm just like, I guess?
Wouldn't say it's...
I guess that's related.
I wouldn't say it is, but alright. Apparently the scene with that phrase that I shouldn't say, that I almost said, because...
Yeah, please don't!
It is a slur, and I shouldn't say it, and I'm not going to. Watch Clerks 2, it's a funny movie, add that to your list. You got X-Files, you got Trailer Park Boys, you got...
KO add all the things to the list.
Yes, all of these things must be added. Your list will be 400 things long by the time the series is over.
It already is.
I mean, the viewers here. KO is something different.
Yeah. That's a whole different conversation.
KO's never seen anything ever.
Ever. And her excuse is, well, my parents did it. I'm like, you're a grown woman.
No longer have that excuse. But anyway, it is one of your categories, I believe.
Oh, alright. Let's see. Crap. None of mine really segue very well.
Well, it sucks to be you.
I guess we could talk about, games as art.
Alrighty.
It's gonna get super deep here, guys.
After our conversation about the genius that is Scritti Politti.
That was art too.
Certainly artsy.
Do not blaspheme Scritti Politti.
Who is now Sahoni's favorite band.
No, it is not. But I actually got into internet arguments.
Always
today.
a good, worthwhile thing to do.
I know. I spend my time so wisely. I got into an internet argument today, but it actually got me thinking about something, because I got an argument about this and whether games are art. And his kind of point is that no, they are not. They have artistic aspects, but at the end of the day, games are entertainment arts. Like I know I'm gonna sound really bitter when I say this. Like the two are mutually exclusive or something. but I kind of wanted. It is kind of an interesting point, because he was kind of like, you don't look at or something, and go, ooh, this game is artistic. You don't think about the cart, the designs of the cart. Well, I do, but that's because I'm a big old weirdo.
Scritti Politti.
Scritti Politti. It themed Uno. Ooh, I gave you an eye drop card.
Better go hide in the bathroom to apply.
Here you go, hide in the bathroom and apply water to your eyeballs. No, which I'm like, that's actually kind of, I can kind of see where you're coming from, but I firmly believe games are art. And these are the reasons why. And that's why I feel like games should constantly be evolving in some way. Because art should not be stagnant. But Smithsonian actually a while ago had an exhibit about games as art, and it was actually really, really interesting. And the question that they posed, and I want to pose to you, is, well then, who's the artist? Who is the artist in games, Ringy?
I would say probably the designer if I had to pick something, because I mean the idea of what it is would originate from him and then be passed around through a bunch of different people. So it doesn't say that those other people aren't the artist, but the original artist would be the designer. Would be the Tim Schafers. That would be the artist, in my opinion.
Now, do you want to hear their answer?
Sure.
The answer that they gave is that there's actually 3 artists. The artists in question are the people who are, of course, the people who do all the kind of the visuals and the sounds and those parts of the game. And that's like the very obvious answer, of course. Those are the people who are designing they are designing the look of the game. They are designing the sound of the game. All of that. That is one of their artists, and I don't think anyone's going to argue about that.
No, that makes sense.
The second one that they posit is that the second artist is the designer of the game, more the programmers and stuff. The people who kind of make these rules and how the game flows and everything. I mean, while the artists and stuff may change how it's read and everything, and how clearly it's read, and how enjoyable that reading is, they're the people who craft the rules of this world. They're kind of, and they kind of explained it like a play, where where they both kind of do different parts of set. The art and stuff is kind of set design and everything. The rule maker is kind of the director in this, and I feel like that. Like if a game is very polished and like all those rules have an elegance to them, or they function very well. There's a certain poetry and artistry to that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you would say that about, like, Castlevania 2 or something. I mean, and how kind of the combat and stuff works in that. Or, like, the actual game systems and things like that. Like, game systems and things. That was kind of that second group. And I feel like there might be some people that argue with that, but I feel it's a very valid point. The third kind artist that they posit is the gamer themselves.
Fair enough on that one, I guess, because they'd be the ones actually making the experience.
Yeah, no, I will expand upon this idea. The game, the gamers, because games are very much, they're a very strange medium in the way that, unlike any other medium, they interact with the audience more. I mean, of course, there's some performance art stuff that does it too, but it's not like you could do a choose your own adventure thing with a movie.
Yeah. Well, they do in Futurama, but that's not reality.
Yeah, that's Futurama. You are you decide when and how things are done. And I think a really good example of how the gamer itself as the artist is kind of in the decision of, do you play by the game's rules or your own? Take, for example, the really, really wonderful Tumblr, and you guys should really check this out. It's No Wrong Way to Play, which is kind of showing all these different ways that people take the systems and art and all that stuff that was given to them and change how they interact with it. Another good example of this is something as simple as like gimmicky speedruns or something like that. Like, you are changing how you're interacting with it. You are choosing how you do this. If you want, if you want to play Skyrim as a farmer, cool. If you want to see what's the fastest way you can do this, you can beat this game, and want to memorize the pattern, cool. That is your decision. You are interacting and being a part of the art. And I think that's really neat, and that's a really cool answer to this question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel I just felt like that was something I wanted to share. If you guys want to learn more about this exhibit and hear it explained more coherently by I guess
More
better.
If you want to explain more coherently, but by people who will say it more coherently.
Coherently, yeah.
Back to the old Steve Martin joke. Some people have a way with words, others don't have a way with words.
I do have a way with words. It's just I'm terrible when I'm trying to do all this stuff off the cuff.
Fair enough. See, this only works well off a script. I work well, not at all.
Oh, totally.
So.
Totally. If I sat down and written that on the script, it works out. Kyle Calgreen did a really good video. He was known as like Owen Citizen on that guy with glasses and stuff. Did a really, really, really good video on this. I don't know if he still has it, but hopefully he does. If you can find it, watch it. He kind of shows what it was like to go to that museum exhibit and kind of expands upon the ideas and talks more upon the ideas presented by it. It was a pretty good thing, and if it ever kind of travels or anything, I would suggest going to it. So, yeah, check it out. These are things that you should check out. Learn. Be a better consumer of art by teaching yourself about art.
Become informed. Do things better.
Well, the thing is like, you can like whatever you want, but it's cool to actually be informed about these things. It's cool to learn. Learning is good. PBS.
Good.
Yeah.
Not sponsored by PBS.
We actually have really good PBS here too. Like we have 3 different PBS channels, and one of them is just like, here's our arts and crafts shows, and here is like traveling things and documentaries and like old Doctor Who serials and stuff like that. And musicals being put on, and then you have like your standard PBS fare, like here's Bob Ross, and here is, Sesame Street and thing. It's pretty neat. I'm actually glad we have access to something like that.
I am super nostalgic for Bob Ross though, no lie. It's a thing that holds a lot of like personal nostalgia for me. The Bob Ross.
Apparently, I just found out about this recently, but apparently, like, a lot of professional artists super hate him.
Why would you hate Bob Ross?
I do not know why. I do not know why at all, but apparently it's a thing. And I'm just like, oh, alright.
I don't know why you'd want to hate him. You taught people to learn how to paint.
I feel like it's one of those things that if I looked into and actually found out why, I could never, like, enjoy them again. So I'm better off just being ignorant of it.
He's a terrible anti-Semite. That's...
I don't think it was anything like that. I don't think it was that, like, he was a terrible, horrible racist or anything.
I certainly hope not.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was that, because he seems like a very loving dude. I think it has more of, like, has to do with petty art politics.
Probably.
Yeah. So I just don't want to look into it.
which is fair.
Yeah. So I just chose not to.
Well, that sounds like a fair decision then.
Yeah, I want to be able to enjoy the things.
And Sahoni, I have a question to raise to you about this particular set, because we are nowhere near finishing these ruins.
Oh,
we're not even like halfway through.
Oh my god!
I know.
What is What is wrong with these rooms?
They're awful. They're like the worst place ever.
No kidding.
They're just
They are
they're just
awful.
hard upgraded enemies, long stupid floors, and we're like not even on the 4th floor. I forget how many this place has, but it's more than 5.
99 floor crap.
I wouldn't be surprised. I've had to deal with a 100 floor dungeon. I've played Dot Hack GU.
Yeah.
I didn't finish it, unfortunately, but I'm working on it on a heavy back burner project. Okay, we just finished the 4th floor. We're on floor 5 now.
Seriously?
Yes. So here is my submission to you, sir. Do you want to make this a 2-part thing where we come back to this later? Because
yeah.
God.
Okay. I'm almost out of topic.
I have like 2 more, but I'll just carry those over to the next one. So yeah.
Yeah, like I have like 2 more too, and just. Yeah, no, that's not enough.
No.
The ones that I chose are not enough.
No. Let me actually look at this map though to see if I remember the one that this says. I don't. Okay, cool. At least in the Tower of Volney, I can look at it and say, oh, okay, I kind of know what floor that is. This one, no clue. I don't know what floor this is, or how far we are into it, or how. I don't know. I simply don't know. So. We're gonna take a break, probably for a day for the 2 of us, but 2 days for you guys.
Holy crap!
I know, you see why I wanted you to be here now. So much time that I would have nothing to talk about in. So.
Oh my God.
Yeah, welcome to my pain. Anyway, we're gonna pick this up next time with. I didn't want to make this a 2-part thing, but my God, we did make this a 2-part thing. So, hope you guys had fun listening to us ramble about Living Stones, Living Stones in terrible 80s British not punk rather. So, I hope you guys had fun.
Yeah, that's not punk
at all. It's not in the slightest.
That's not punk.
No. But I hope you guys had fun, and we will see you next time with more Let's Play Fire Emblem Sacred Stones The Creature campaign. So, till then, Rank K.
It's Tommy.
Out.